So I get a FedEx at my house yesterday. It's from Scott Einziger from E!
Yeah.
We have a whole crew that works in the back room and has, we have robot cameras in here so that our television show can be taped daily. We're so lazy that we won't go out and do a separate, television show, so we just tape the radio show. And that way we have a television presence without doing any work. So the guy who, one of the guys who puts it all together is this guy, Scott Einziger, who's a real nice guy, real talented guy, and I really like him a lot.
And you would say he's the main guy.
Yeah, I think he's the producer of the show.
Yeah.
But isn't Robin...
Not the executive
Isn't Robin Radzinsky also a producer?
I think she's a producer. She might even be associate producer. I know John Reiber's the executive producer. I think.
Well, John has that, but he doesn't do anything.
And then Scott's the producer.
Right. Scott's the one who's here every day. John just calls me from California every once in a while and goes, I got to tell you, you got fabulous ratings last week.
That's the executive producer job?
Yeah.
He sends me notes.
Yeah.
He really nice notes and stuff.
Yeah.
About what a great job I'm doing.
His handwriting's way too neat.
He's one of those E-men.
Yeah. He's totally heterosexual. I know he was even married, had kid and everything. He's got girlfriends. But he is so effeminate.
They worked him over when he got there, no doubt.
Any guy who works...
think he was more manly?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He was a professional wrestler before he got a hold of him.
Better be.
Totally straight guy, but so effeminate.
Sensitive.
Every guy they hire over at E, they turn into a woman.
Women think that's evolved.
Yeah, I mean, even Scott Einziger, who I really love dearly, he's more like a girl than my wife.
He's got to be a man because he's so hairy. I know there's a guy there.
Yeah, but he acts like a girl.
Giveaway.
He's like, hi, bro. That's how he calls me on the phone. He goes, hi, bro. I'm like, hey, dude, don't call me bro, okay? And try to talk like a guy. Hey, bro, I'm thinking of running the show tonight with Richard Lewis. What do you think? Well, bro. And I love Scott. I think Scott's a great guy.
He's a great guy.
And Scott makes my life easy because he's super competent. In fact, all those E people are super competent. I wish my radio crew was that. I wish, Gary, you were as competent as Scott Einziger.
I learn from him every day.
Good. Keep studying him. Guy knows how to do his job. I predict big things for him and everything.
He picks up on things quickly.
Yeah. He's a smart guy. So I get a FedEx at my house yesterday. Yeah. Why it had to come to my house, I don't know. Why it had to be a FedEx. Inviting me to his wedding.
Oh.
Did you get one?
No.
It's coming.
Oh.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Do you know that for a fact?
I know everybody. Do you know... Look out. Originally, I thought it was just... I wasn't sure if we'd be invited. Then I thought it might
I was
be
hoping I would be.
Just like what I call, the core of us, me, you, Freddie, Jackie, Billy, and John.
Yeah.
But then I found out that Scott had a conversation with his future father-in-law, who's putting on this wedding, and said, hey, it's a party. Invite everybody. So I think... I believe...
No, it's a party. Let's get some celebrities there.
I think that, even Ralph is invited, and I think Ganji and Gorilla might be invited. I'm not sure.
Really? Oh... Now I'm really not going. So anyway, so I get this invite, and it comes to the house, and it's all wrapped. And look, it's beautiful. Mr. and Mrs.
Those, invitations.
Mr. and Mrs. Stern, and the envelope is silken, woven into the envelope.
Oh, look at that. Satin.
It's going right in the garbage.
Wow.
And return envelope with stamp, and a black tie affair at a country club.
It's a black tie, yeah. You got to wear a tuxedo.
Yeah, well, I ain't wearing nothing, because I ain't going. So, anyway...
You'll be in your undershirt in bed.
Yeah, I'll be home. And in 1995, at 8:45 in the evening.
By the way, I found out that you won't see dinner till close to midnight.
Yeah, well,
it's one of those nighttime weddings?
I will see dinner exactly at dinner time, 5 o'clock. I hear the wedding's going to be a 6-camera shoot.
You know what's going to happen. You're not going to want to go, and it's going to get closed.
Here's the point. Let me take care of all embarrassment right now, because I already talked to Fred. Fred got his invite, and Fred's not going.
Well, Fred's really funny, because Fred came in here, and Fred had a great excuse, he thought.
Yeah.
It was a totally lame excuse. He goes, well, too bad, we're going to be on vacation. And I go, no, that's 2 months from now.
Right.
So Fred goes, oh, well, I can't go anywhere.
I was hard, because I love Scott. I really think he's a great guy.
I think Scott's a great guy. Let me say something, Scott, because I want to get this all out of my system, and I want to talk, and I don't want to be interrupted.
Okay.
I really like you a lot. I consider you a friend and coworker. All right? I mean, I see you every day. We work every day. We talk to each other on the phone. We see each other. There's nobody who is more dedicated to the television show than you. You're always thinking. You're always putting your energy into it, and he's one of the guys who makes the show good, because, like we're putting together a video now for Scott the Engineer to, that stupid song of his. And, like, Scott's out there shooting video and all kinds of things. He's doing it right. I never have to worry about Scott. And you're a real good guy and everything, and I like it. But I don't want to go to your wedding. I don't want I don't want to be there stared at by your friends, by your father, your mother, who is this? By Deborah Lynn's parents. I guess that's your fiance.
Seal and Harry.
Yeah, I don't want to be. I don't want
Seal
Seal.
and Harry? Oh, boy.
I don't care about Mr. and Mrs. Harry Silverman. Seal and Harry Silverman. I don't care if they see me. I don't want them to see me. I don't want my wife yelling at me before I have to go to your wedding. I don't want to sit there. I don't want to wait for dinner till midnight. Life's too short.
How could I not invite you, though?
Yeah. I'm glad you invited me, but I hope you realize I don't want to go. I'll get you a gift.
That's cool.
How much is appropriate to gift him? Name your price.
A decent, generous gift for two people at a wedding these days. I believe a generous gift is around $200. That would be pretty generous.
No, I'll tell you what. I'm going to give you 3.
Okay.
Just to get rid of you. I'll donate $300 to your impending nuptials. Pending nuptials. What are you, high getting married, man? You're a young guy. You're good looking. You're going to get laid a lot off TV, man. Just walking around with that camera. What are you doing, you schmuck?
Women at
K-Rock. Still will, probably.
Don't you realize at some point your wife's not going to look like the way she looks now? And at some point all there's going to be is her nagging personality? You're crazy. Get out of it.
Welcome to the club, sucker.
Yeah.
But don't you want to be like Baba Booey and have children?
Eventually.
He thinks he does.
I'll change.
So you'll have children.
Proving he's not a homo.
Is that what you're trying to do? Prove you're not a homo?
No.
Don't marry her if you're a homo. Just start dating guys.
I'm glad I'm getting married. I'm real glad.
Really?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I hear you're a pussy whip, man.
He's like the robot in Lost in Space. I'm glad I'm getting married.
He's got his fiance.
His program.
First of all, when Scott has to make a big job decision or something, you have to go through his girlfriend.
That's not true.
Oh, come on, bull. That's what I heard. That's what Ryber told me.
Don't even bother to talk to Scott. Talk to her.
Remember when Scott left to take that bad wrestling job?
Right.
And I said, hey, why don't you guys get Scott back? You know, I said, within reason. I mean, try and get the guy back. Yeah. And I really went to bat for him. And Ryber was like, oh, God, I got to call her his girlfriend.
Oh, no.
I go, what do you mean? I go, yeah, she's the one who controls everything.
I'll tell you exactly what happened.
Spare me, please.
The night that John called me back.
I don't know. This is the word I got.
Which was like 72 hours after I left.
Yeah.
I was working real late at WWF. I don't edit every night.
What a job you took. He left our show to go work for the WWF. Like after editing Worldwide Wrestling Federation tapes,
there'd be a demand for him.
Yeah, like what would you go on to? A different wrestling federation?
Hi, it's the Letterman Show. We've seen your tapes and we need you.
Yeah, we need you to edit wrestling tapes.
So he called. I wasn't home, so Debbie answered the phone, and so it was a conversation.
No, I've heard that you got it, and you check in with her and everything.
Doesn't she? She has a beeper, right?
He has a beeper, and I found out what it was for. It's so his girlfriend can call him at any time.
That's not true.
Oh, that's true.
Just for her to call me.
That's what I heard. I heard she's beeping every minute. As soon as you get off of here, she's going to start beeping you. Follow her.
I know that she evaluates his appearances on the show.
Yeah.
Everything's been.
Is she real good looking?
Yeah.
Is she? She's got a good body?
Very cute.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because I came to a party at my house once.
Who's cuter, him or her?
They know it's Ty. They're both real. I mean.
She got a really good body?
Yeah.
I mean, I figure she must be something special. I'm sorry. What?
She's really thin. She's got a great body. And, you know, a lot of the women at K-Rock think Scott's real hot.
Yeah, Scott's a good-looking guy.
Thank you.
We try getting her on the air, but she refuses to come on.
Oh, she does?
No, what's her problem? It's too good for us? No kidding, man. You're really going through with it. You're stupid. I'm telling you, man.
The invitations are printed now. He's in.
When's the last time you had sex with a different woman? Like, how long you been going with her? I don't get you guys.
Like, a couple years.
Like, you haven't gotten laid from a different girl in, like, a couple of years?
Yeah.
And she's so great in bed?
Yeah.
And she does it all because, man, that's it. That's all you get in the rest of your life.
I know.
And she moves around and everything. Gets up on all fours, the whole deal, huh?
Well, your wife doesn't move around?
Mine doesn't. My wife hasn't moved it during sex in a long time.
Howard was taking what he could get.
Getting my wife to put her knee above her head was a major accomplishment.
I can't believe a prerequisite for you is she moves around during sex.
See what I don't get? When I
think she's trying to get away.
Yeah. I have to sedate her.
Wait a minute. Did you ever tell Gary you were getting jealous of him?
What do you mean?
He came in and one day told you about his Valentine's Day celebration with his wife.
Yeah.
Where she cooked him this romantic meal, so Baba Booey comes home, and there's a beautiful meal and candlelight.
Yeah, I don't get that.
It's actually,
I used to get that when I first got married. But you see, I know why I got married. I had no hope in life. My wife is way too good looking for a guy who looks like me.
I've heard you say that he is your soulmate.
No, that's all a bunch of... I say that in front of her.
That's the Tom Hanks speech.
Yeah, please. Let me tell you something. I could be soulmate. If Robin spread her legs right now, she's my soulmate.
We're soulmates and I don't spread my legs.
I could have a soulmate right now with Sally Kirkland naked in a hotel room. Okay?
Oh, you're terrible.
Whole mate was what I said. All right, listen to me. What happened in my case, and this is why I don't understand you guys, and I'm being serious. The thing that what happened to me was I was 19 years old, and I really had a hard time getting laid. And Allison came to my life, and Allison's really cute. I mean, she looks great, you know, and I'm talking when she's 19 now, all right? I'm not talking about the woman you know now. I'm saying she looks great now but she's 41.
You know her age and not your own.
She's had her day in the sun. So, she's getting older.
She's over the hump, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, well, I'm saying, she's no spring chicken.
Oh, Howard, you're not
I married a 19-year-old.
You're not saying she's hit any wall.
No, not her. I'm not saying that. I'm lucky. I'm one of the lucky ones. But anyway, yeah, right. So listen, when I was 19, I could never get laid. Never. I mean, if it happened, it would happen like on a fluke, like a freaky chick. When I say a freaky chick, like a weird chick, not necessarily
ugly. You don't
have
to explain. We've met them.
Yeah.
Always
freaky.
Always LSD or alcohol involved.
Right. Or lewds. And always like a drug thing. And then all of a sudden, like, they were with me one night, and then they came to their senses, and they didn't want to see me anymore.
Yeah, as soon as they sobered up.
And the ones that wanted to see me anymore, you wouldn't want to see. I had one follow me around, I swear to God, like a dog. I mean, like a dog face.
Was this in college?
Yeah. It didn't matter, high school, college. In high school, I never got laid. I had one girlfriend, and I had to go drive to the Bronx to get laid. And then when I got to the Bronx, she didn't want to have sex with me.
Why'd you have to go to the Bronx?
Because that's where she lived.
He couldn't find a girl in his own neighborhood.
Yeah.
And when he was in college, he was driving all the way down to Princeton.
Yeah, because one girl was willing to have sex with me.
You had to go out of state.
Yeah, and then she dumped me because I had a small penis. I mean, I've suffered some really bad humiliations. And then I meet Allison, who's really, pretty, and she sleeps with me every night. And she's really nice. She doesn't hassle me. She seems really nice. And I was like, man, please marry me. I was ready to marry her a week after I met her. I said, I want to grow old with you. I was already like a leech. I'm surprised she didn't dump me. But she like really loved me.
But you married her because you felt you could lock it in for the rest of your life?
Right. I wasn't giving that up.
It was like a good mortgage.
It wasn't even like locking it in. It was gratitude.
Yeah, I mean, and also...
He was so grateful that this woman would have him.
And now I didn't have to go to any more parties and try and stand there and pick up girls while every guy got laid. I used to go to parties where every guy I knew got laid, and I'd still be sitting there. We'd go to ugly girl parties, AZA parties. It's filled with just ugly Jewish girls.
Are you saying that when all the other rejects were taken, you were still standing on the wall?
Yeah, well, I would go to parties. My friends would say, hey, we're going to this AZA party. I go, what's that? He goes, it's just ugly Jewish girls who are dying to have boyfriends, and we can go in there and we'll charm their pants off. I go, really? So, I get all dolled up. I go over to the party with my friends. They all go there, and I walk in, and there's a room full of pigs. And I sit down, and one by one, each one of them's going off with them. We're all laughing and goofing on the other guy. Look at the pig he's with. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there, and then by the end of the night, I'm on the couch, and there's not one pig even talking to me.
You're pigless.
I'm the biggest pig in the room.
There's still girls without dates.
Yeah, they're goofing.
Yeah, and they're goofing, not even talking to me. So you know what that felt like? So like, Allison rescued me from a life of having to go to parties. And being goofed on and rejected. And now I go to a party with Allison and be like, hey, F you. And Allison wasn't even interested in other guys. Wouldn't even look at other guys.
She was like totally in love with you.
Totally into me.
From day one.
So how could I not get married? And who would have predicted I'd even be big on radio? I mean, I was awful. As a disc jockey, I was one of the worst disc jockeys ever. So I had no voice. I had no delivery. I tried to introduce records. I couldn't even get through a sentence.
So had you been 30 years old, say it's 10 years later, and you meet Allison and you care about her a lot, but you're dating a lot of different women, you wouldn't have seen love in her?
I might have really dated her for like a couple of weeks, but no more than a couple of weeks. I would have been on. If I had the power over women that I have now, I wouldn't get married. And you guys, in a sense, Baba Booey, as my producer, was getting laid a lot.
The one thing you can say about Gary is he did sow his wild oats.
Yeah, I guess, but
I guess he got tired of it.
I don't buy that concept.
Really?
I think the day you stop sowing your wild oats is the day you miss it. And Einziger carries around a camera, and he's always ordering people. He's sort of in show business, and he's handsome. Man, all the opportunity you're going to miss. You're so damn pussy whipped. What are you afraid for a minute? You want to have? You got to be with her.
Married at 19. I'm almost 29 years old.
It's a big deal. Wait till you're 50. See, like Frank Gifford's age, then go get married. Plus, you're going to be doing good in TV and stuff. I mean, you're pretty talented. Don't you believe in yourself?
Yeah, no, I do.
So now it's going to cost you a fortune. You're going to get a good job. You're going to have to get a divorce. You're going to have that stupid beeper going off. You're in the middle of getting laid at some hotel. And you'll be full of guilt. What kind of life is that? Stupid. I'm telling you, man, you're making a big mistake.
No, I'm not.
Think of all the romance that you could have, man. Like the first time you meet a girl and she slides her hand down your pants. Man, you're never going to have that again. I haven't had that in 20 years. I want a new girl to hire. I just want to hire a girl to slide her hand down my pants.
Now, when you go home tonight, what are you going to say?
To who?
The woman you live with.
I love you. And I'm getting married was the smartest thing I ever did.
Just kidding on the air?
Right. Just kidding.
Oh, you.
I love my wife. There is no better woman on the planet. Most guys never would have even encountered this kind of temptation that I get. I'd still be the guy nobody would look at. I have a fluke situation. But so do you, dude. You're in TV. And you're a nice-looking guy. If I was as good-looking as you, I'd never get married.
Why are you trying so hard? He's not going to back out now.
I'm just trying to save him, man. If someone had done this for me...
He's not going to back out now, and they tried to do it for you.
They did. Every one of Allison's uncles came over to me and said, you are an a-hole. You have no idea what you're doing.
Her family?
Yep. Yeah, her uncles came over and go, what are you doing, dude? You could go out. You could date. I was like, I don't want to date. I'm in love. I could care less what you guys think. Every guy tried to warn me.
That's how Scott feels right now.
I appreciate
You're a douche. How long ago did you meet her?
I've known her for 10 years.
Really? So you haven't gotten laid in 10 years from someone different?
No. We were friends first.
You got a picture of her? I got to see what it is that you're so worked up over.
I know.
You got a picture?
I'll bring her by.
She better be a penthouse pet.
Oh, man.
Dude.
So what you're
and why
saying
you get? You know what I hate too?
What?
You should know better. First of all, why are you making people go out and buy a tuxedo for your stupid wedding? What, you're so important? You're a stupid producer on a damn bad channel, E.
That was not my decision.
Do you think Scott had anything to do with that?
Wait, who decided that? Your wife? What's her problem? Oh, she thinks she's royalty.
They're making a really nice wedding. If I had it my way...
Oh, they're paying for it and everything? Like traditional?
They're doing a nice thing.
And why do you have to eat at midnight?
Well, you don't have
I hate that.
dinner. No,
I have a cousin who did that. I wanted to take her and her new husband and throw them right through a window. First of all, you know how rude it is to do this? Let me explain something to you about weddings. And I hope everyone listens to me because I know everything.
Not everybody has your schedule, Howard.
No.
Some people are out for a good time.
Let me tell you something. And I'll tell you something because you don't think other people. Let me say something. I read your book. Let me tell you something. I'll get married at midnight. So here's the thing. When a guy and a woman get married, and a lot of their young friends say, ooh, wouldn't it be romantic to have a midnight dinner? And you got to understand something. The majority of the people who come into your affair are older folks. Do you have grandparents?
Yep.
Does she have grandparents?
No, they're not alive.
Oh, good.
You already killed them all.
Because they saw you. And first I have to pay $300 to rent a tuxedo.
Yeah.
So I can go to watch Scott get married and eat at midnight. Auschwitz was better. And I'm going to sit there and watch the nuptials of King Scott Einziger.
Right.
And
I would say these are Broadway productions. These people, this is their one time. They're starring roles.
Yeah, my cousin did this. She gets married, and she's going to have the dinner at midnight. My aunt, who was her grandmother, almost passed out from exhaustion. My parents are old. Most of the people older were like, oh, my God, we just want to eat. We want to go home. We're tired. And people get hostile. They're sitting there hostile.
But there's food before
and my cousin comes out, her and her husband, and they're in big wicker king and queen's chairs.
Yeah.
You're going to have a big wicker?
No, I don't want that.
Are you going to sit at your own table?
He has no say. What do you mean?
I don't imagine I'd be sitting.
Tell me how it's going to go down. What time is the wedding?
The wedding starts at 8:45. I think when you get there, they serve you some snacks.
Before the wedding?
Yes.
Like what kind of snack? Canapé?
Like
Canopy.
No, like rugula.
It's a canapé.
Like rugula.
No, come on. What are they going to serve?
Those are called hors d'oeuvres, Howard.
Like little snacks.
What are you? Are you a Jew?
Yeah.
And you're going to serve a rugula?
Yeah.
What?
Pigs in a blanket.
And your wife's a Jew?
Yeah. Then there's the
There's going to be some party in that bed.
And there's a service. I think it starts at 9:15.
Should always marry a guinea or a spick.
Oh, listen.
Why?
Because they go out of their way. Right, Robin?
No, I don't know anything about it.
Spanish person will take her tongue and put it where you wouldn't believe.
I thought that was Philippines.
And an Italian girl knows how to move and swallow.
Wasn't that a Filipino, though, with the tongue?
Filipinos will do anything. Give their father $12. Come on.
They'll do all that, then they'll clean the house when they're done.
Yeah, right. Oh, please. I would marry a Spanish girl or an Italian girl. Oh, boy. They love it. Forwards, backwards, from behind.
Well, listen to you again. You didn't wait for your Spanish girl or Italian girl. Why should he?
No.
He wants to be as miserable as you.
Needs a Jewess. So what's going to happen? You're going to go to the wedding, and we're going to wait till 8:45 when you eat canapé, and then you're going to...
The ceremony's probably 20 minutes to a half hour.
All right, so now
And
we're
that's
looking
starting at
9:15.
Well, I think we're looking at a 10 o'clock finish of the service. Because the rabbi will see me in the audience and start droning on. That happens too, by the way.
Auditioning.
These rabbis love to audition for me. They see me, all of a sudden they perk up.
Yes. Ooh, I've got to do my best.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to give a big long speech about how we should be nice to people in the world.
I cut this short, but now I'm going to make some remarks.
Yeah. Now I'm going to comment, and they'll be directed at that big gork with the long hair.
You've seen a rabbi look at you and give
Oh,
you
please.
and he's changing it as he's going along.
Rabbis, they love to talk. They're like lawyers. I get the speech from Exodus. We have a responsibility not to make fun of Israel on the radio.
There is enough bad in the world.
Right. There is evil in the world. Jews are persecuted. If you want to make fun of Schwarzers, go ahead. But Jews are persecuted. All right, so anyway. So then, okay, we're going to have a big wedding ceremony. And is your wife going to have a big formal gown? Is she a princess? Is she marrying her prince? Marrying Prince Scott Einziger?
Prince Scott?
I'll be Mrs. Scott Einziger. Of course I have to wear full veil.
Rule over Scott's fiefdom?
What is it, Stuttering John?
Well, the worst part about it is this black tie event. You know that?
You're going?
Yeah.
Fred, you're not going, right? You've already declined?
I will send a gift.
But,
I'm going.
Thank you.
You are? I'm
Definitely.
not.
But, so you have to wear a tux, so all the interns go get tuxes.
Yeah, I mean, who's going to go do that? And I'm not going. Scott, I swear I love you. I love your wife. I love you.
Man.
I think you're a great guy. I want to work with you a long time. I just don't want to go to your wedding.
Cool. I understand.
I'm not going to sit around and let people stare at me. So, you get married.
Well, that's not very nice.
Jackie said, who pays for the tuxes?
So I assume you're going, Robin, if you get an invite.
Oh, I'm not. I don't care about people, but you say.
Are you going? Are you going?
I don't even have an invitation.
I'll tell you when it is. You're invited.
You could have mine.
And I'm not going to see an invitation.
Why mine had to be FedExed? I don't know why I couldn't just come here to the station.
Billy's actually invited too.
Why?
Because I like Billy.
Yeah, but something's unclear about the party afterwards.
Billy will go.
No, I mean, we got an invite to your wedding, and it says something about, going to the temple where you're having it done.
Well, the reception's at the temple.
So where's the wedding?
At the temple.
Oh, it's all happening at the temple.
All in one place.
Your one-stop place.
Hey, Billy, you're short enough. You could stand on the cake. You could be a human groom. This land is mine. Why would you want all of us at your wedding so you'd be embarrassed while we sit there and goof on you?
Yeah, you know you'd never get to hear the end
I can tell you one thing. Maybe it's not such a good idea having them all there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We goofed on Baba Booey.
Oh, man, was his wedding great?
We had a tape of, that Baba Booey? In the middle of the ceremony, we just hit the tape and went, Baba Booey, Baba Booey.
And then,
during the ceremony?
Yeah.
And then Scott Salem sang Hands Up. That was pretty rough.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
But remember, all the while, Gary thought we were going to really disrupt his wedding, so he was nervous.
You didn't invite Scott the engineer, did you?
Yeah.
You did?
Oh. Now, I know he's got a tuxedo for all his gigs.
Yeah, he looks great in it, by the way.
He really
I
adds
see
something
you guys,
to a party.
I'm here every day. I see you guys.
Yeah, isn't that enough?
No,
Why don't you just have a private thing for your family? We don't really care that you get
Yeah, I mean, we don't really know anybody else you know.
We don't even know your wife. We've never even met her.
If you don't want to go, I won't be offended.
Okay, you know what? I'm really happy for you and stuff. I just don't want to go.
Okay, that's cool.
And so I hope that clears the air. And please don't hold it against me. I'll give you a really generous gift.
I really think that's wrong of you, though, Howard.
You're not going either.
I really think you should go.
I would actually like to go if no one else was there.
What if you just went to the ceremony?
Why? Why do you need me there? So what, so your family could say, hey, there's his celebrity friend? He really does work with Howard and he's close with him. I'm not into that.
Don't you think that you have an obligation to Scott?
No. I really don't. I think Scott has an obligation to me.
Can't you just show up so you can take a picture with the bride and the groom for the book?
No. I'm not going. I really don't want to go. It's just awkward and stupid, and everyone expects me to do dumb stuff.
Are you just saying this on the air and you're really going to go?
No, I really don't want to go. And I never want to talk to you about it off the air.
That's okay.
All right, I'm going to send you a generous check.
Thank you.
Baba Booey says send 200, I send 300.
Papa Bohai.
I'll write the check right now. I'll give you the cash. Where's my wallet? I don't want to go. I don't want to go to that.
You're going.
I'm not going.
Yes, you are.
No, you're going.
No, you're going.
Jackie, you going? Yeah. Jackie will go.
Jackie loves the parties. Free food and free food.
Shoe wine.
Nancy, let's go to the,
We're all going.
let's rent a limousine so that when we go, we get really drunk and we don't have to drive home.
Sirianni moved the gig already.
Yeah.
Really rolled up fish that they eat. You gotta go, for Christ's sakes. Loosen up. I'll be your wife for a second. You have to go, and so does Rob.
I'm not going.
You have to go.
I don't want to go. I don't want to eat at midnight.
You have to go.
There's a cocktail hour, so there's
Cocktails.
Jackie will like that.
Don't we always have fun when we hang out together as a group on weekends?
Yeah, but, Scott's a good guy and everything, but I'm not going to his wedding. I like Scott a lot. I like him better than most people.
You don't want to sit at a table, talk to Scott the engineer?
No. And neither do you.
And his wife.
Boy, that was some ceremony, wasn't it? It was very beautiful. Yeah. I love the quotations. Excuse me, honey, can I get you a drink?
Watch Scott be polite to his wife.
Would you like a Jägermeister?
Start up now!
Would that be a 7-Up, darling? Or a Rob Roy?
Who else did you invite? Not Chisano, did you?
No, it's basically like your staff. Your staff. Kathy's invited.
Oh, yeah?
Richard's invited.
Richard?
Everyone who I work with.
Richard picks carrots out of a garbage pail and eats them.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about feeding him.
This will be a special night for him.
You just stick him by the garbage pail.
Invited the guy that brings the food in the morning.
Yeah. Ganji, too, you invited?
Yep.
I'm not going.
Did you invite Tom?
No, Tom's not.
What about the other people? Like, is Fran coming in from California?
Fran was invited. I don't know if she's
Fran's not going to go.
Marta was invited.
She's not going to go. They go to Palm Springs every weekend and have their nails done.
And John.
Ryber? Yeah. Well, you guys have a lot in common. You've both been totally pussy whipped by E. Get out of here, you disgust me.
Thanks.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I got to meet this prize of yours.
Right. I'll bring her by.
If you go to the wedding, you could see her.
My wife saw her. She ran into you guys somewhere. Yeah. My wife said, yeah, she's really cute. And I said, well, I'm not going to take your opinion.
I'll bring her by.
I'll look her over.
Okay.
All right. Good luck,
If she's good looking, will you go to the wedding?
No.
Don't you think it's the obligation of a boss to go to his employee's
I'm not his
wedding?
boss.
Yes, he is.
I'm not his boss.
Yes, he is.
Absolutely.
And you go. We'll see if you go. If you go, then I'll look.
I don't have anything to do with
most of the weddings you've been to been a disaster in terms of people?
I just don't want to go anywhere. I want to have a nice, quiet weekend. I don't want to be stared at. I don't want to get dressed up.
Okay,
but I can answer that for Howard. I've never heard you come back from a wedding and say, "Boy, did I have a good time."
Yeah, it'll be a disaster. You know what? I like you too much to go to your wedding and ruin it.
Okay.
All right.
I appreciate it.
All right.
Thanks.
I really think that this is wrong etiquette.
I got the invite and I was like, oh, how am I going to deal with this? You know what? I'll just tell him on the air.
So, Robert, that means you're coming.
I don't know Scott. I don't know how he would invite me.
You want to do the truth? I hardly know Scott. I just work with the guy. All of a sudden, I got to go to his wedding, which I don't even agree with. I think the guy should stay single.
Is that your protest?
Yeah.
He's going to jump up when they make that statement. Speak now.
Yeah. Douche. I love you, though, man. Okay. I'm happy for you. I hope it works out for you and your wife.
Thank you.
All right. It'll be all exciting. You'll have the same last name. Good.
Is she taking your name?
Yeah.
The Einziger name? What's her first name?
Debbie.
So she'll be Debbie Einziger?
Yeah.
What's her name now?
Silverman?
Silverman.
Oh, so she'll be Debbie Einziger.
Yeah.
That is a big difference. People won't be clear on if she's a Jew or not. Does everyone have to wear a yarmulke during the wedding?
Mm-hmm.
Even Jackie?
Oh, you got to go.
Yeah, we discussed that yesterday.
Gotta go.
Conservative council.
Really? Jackie has to wear one? Scott's thrilled when he gets to wear a yarmulke. Makes it look like he has hair.
He can keep it on after the ceremony.
I can glue this to my head. Yeah.
He gets a black one.
Like to comb my yarmulke.
Just puts on that toupee.
Yeah. Glue the yarmulke to his toupee. Yes. It's going to be pretty funny.
You got to go.
Just tape it. I'll watch it tape. Okay. All right, we got to take a break. We'll be back right after these words. I wanted to take some phone calls, and I wanted to do a bunch of things, Robin, but I see news time is here, and I'm really trying to keep to a schedule.
Well, you know how you could do that is just by accepting an invitation.
What do you mean?
If you hadn't spent a half hour saying,
Yeah.
no, I won't go, you could have done all those things.
Yeah, well, I feel kind of bad, but...
You should, because I think it's wrong what you're doing.
Gary just bet me off the air that I will end up there. He bet me $50.
Yeah?
And I
So
said,
now...
I'm not going. I said, I'll go. Fred will be there before I will.
He couldn't believe it's a sure thing only betting $50.
Yeah, he's a little nervous.
But I think it's wrong for a person who works with you so closely. You should be there.
Such a liar, because you know what you said to me one day? If somebody you work with really liked you, they wouldn't invite you to that crap.
Oh, that is not true. Did I say that?
Yes. That's what you say off the air. They know that you don't want to go, and you know you don't want to be there, so just leave you alone and say, listen, don't come.
I don't know. I changed my mind. You know me.
The only fun aspect now is just watching Jackie and Nancy make a spectacle of themselves at the party.
How can you miss it?
Nancy comes in braless, low-cut top, little short skirt.
And as the evening wears on...
You get a dance with her, you feel her ass. She gets good and loaded.
How can you miss it?
She gives you bedroom eyes. Jackie's wife.
So why don't you want to go?
I can do that. I can just call her up for a date. What do I have to go to Scott Einziger's wedding for? She's as hot as a pistol.
Oh, you're terrible.
You got her last night.
Did you?
Sure.
Got it. She's your wife. No big deal.
That's not getting, is it?
No.
Or whatever it's called.
She's got a good body, his wife. Super thin with big breasts. Dynamite combination.
Me and her?
No, me and her.
Is that super thin with a big load if you're talking about Jackie?
Yeah. That's her exercise, is to carry Jackie around.
Keeps it trim.
Real good body on her. Always wearing a bathing suit, thong, whatever. Still gets away with it. How old is she? What's she, about 35?
34.
Yeah. Looks
Yeah,
good.
Jackie got a young one.
Yeah, well, Jackie waited to get married. That was about as good as he was going to do.
You think?
Well, Jackie, I think, cheats on the side.
She's beautiful.
I think Jackie nails her and gets other girls, too.
You think so?
That's always been my feeling on Jackie. And no one will ever convince me otherwise.
I got done with her last night and went out.
Jackie has no guilt. That's why Jackie still plays bad comedy clubs. God's punishing him for cheating on his wife.
He could have a better career.
Yeah.
But he's been cheating.
In my mind, that's what God's little punishment is.
Zanies.
Has to live in Howard Shadow the rest of his life.
Has to go to Slapstick.
Yeah. Works Zanies in Chicago.
Easy picking.
Yeah, well, at least I let her get a lot of different girls.
Sold out.
Why, you think Jackie's faithful?
You know, every time you say all this stuff to me and you make me believe it. But when I see them together, I just can't.
He has a great time with her. But he has a great time with a lot of people.
Yeah. You would too.
No, she doesn't trust him as far as she can throw
Well,
him.
I know she doesn't trust him.
And with
but
good reason.
I mean, he does care about her.
Cares about her like he cares about Fred. He cares about everybody. He cares about his cat, too.
True.
He loves that cat.
Yeah, but he's petted others.
Yeah, no. He loves them all equally. Fred, his wife, and the cat. No, he has no guilty conscience. He's got a great attitude about it.
Free spirit.
It's only sex, I suppose.
Right. To him, it's sex, and sex he has with his wife is
He's
the best.
in love with his wife.
Yeah, he loves her.
Eating ain't cheating.
Eating ain't cheating.
Oh, stop.
I'm telling you.
Come to the wedding, we'll swap.
Man, it's all right.
You'll be there. I bet somebody in the hall, too. I bet Genji.
Go ahead. I ain't going. Not to Einziger's wedding. Sit there and be stared at by his parents.
It could be rough.
Yeah, and I'm going to wear a tuxedo.
Oh.
That's one thing he could have stood up for us and said, wait a minute.
Not only that, if I do go, I ain't wearing no tuxedo.
Well, you never do. You
No.
went to Trump's wedding and didn't wear a tuxedo.
Nope.
So why should you wear
wearing
one for Einziger?
If you're not wearing one, then we don't have to wear one, right?
Absolutely, you don't have to. You can wear your same stupid baggy black pants with sneakers. Look like a clown. Why don't you just put a red nose on your face?
He should wear his wedding outfit.
Yeah, you can wear giant shoes and a red clown nose. You don't have to dress up.
Bring a boombox with my music.
Hey, if you're not wearing one, I'm not wearing one. Jackie parade. And Jackie could get really drunk and insult Scott Einzinger's parents like he insulted Gary's parents.
Yeah, I mean, as the evening goes on, Jackie will tell more and more racist jokes.
The last time I went to a wedding was at Gary's wedding, and Jackie was at the table. Gary's father comes over, and Jackie just turns to him and goes, "Hey, your teeth aren't that funny." And his father's like destroyed, and is like, what are you making fun of my son's teeth for at his wedding? Jackie thinks he's really going over big. He's just loaded.
I always think I'm killed.
It's like if anyone had any balls, they just punch Jackie in the stomach while he's loaded and watch him vomit in the corner.
Yeah,
Jack him up.
Petty Davis thought he was being particularly cruel. Jackie's like that all the time.
Yeah.
He tells the president's daughter that her father has
Alzheimer's.
lost his memory.
Yeah.
Ha, ha, ha.
Hey, I'm just trying to be funny.
I gotta read that book.
What's up?
There is one great thing that came out of this entire discussion.
Yeah.
Guess who called offering their services for Scott Einzinger's bachelor party?
Ooh, Scores?
Yes.
Yeah, we gotta have a. Hey, we do have to have a bachelor party. That I'll go to.
No bachelor party if you're not going to the wedding.
When is the bachelor party?
As soon as possible.
No bachelor party unless you go to the wedding.
Stay out of it, Robin.
Well, she can keep talking. It's all right.
He's going to go
I'm going anyway.
I tuned her out 10 seconds ago.
Yeah, right. All right. Black tie affair?
Sure. Just don't get black ties and just wear them.
And Einzinger will be out of there in 10 minutes.
I was going to say, I would say Einzinger should boycott, but it wouldn't matter. You'd go anyway.
I'd go to his bachelor party whether he was there or not.
If he died, we'd go do his funeral.
Maybe in a couple of weeks we should arrange for a bachelor party.
I think so.
Will he come?
Bring him in.
Yeah, he'll come.
Oh, boy. Beep, beep. That's a tough one.
He goes for like 10 minutes and stares at a girl for a second and leaves.
Really? Because he can't stay there.
That should be a good sign to a guy not to get married when you see a bunch of married guys standing around like dying over girls pulling their pants down.
To go to your bachelor party.
Yeah. It's a good indication of what your life's going to be like.
Invite all his in-laws.
Yeah, have his father.
Oh, dear.
We saw one guy, Jackie worked a bachelor party where this guy gets up, and Jackie was the comic. And
the hooker took him by the hand.
Yeah, so the hooker in front of the guy's dad and the guy's future father-in-law got up on stage, and brother-in-law got up on stage and pulled the guy's pants down and gave sodomy to the bachelor.
Lied him down on the stage.
Yeah. Right in front of the future father-in-law. The future father-in-law was sitting with a big smile on his face. Yeah.
The stage was like, 4 inches tall.
You say he was smiling during this whole thing?
Should have married her.
He was proud.
Yeah. I married the hooker.
I had to take a hooker to a hospital once after a bachelor party.
Yeah, I remember that one. That was pretty funny. She was all bloody.
Yep, we wrapped her up in the sheets and dropped her off on the front steps.
And she goes, "Is anyone going to come in with me?" No. I'm going to be with a hooker.
What, did you leave a sign on her and say, "Please take care of my child"?
Hey, let me tell you something. Her whatever, he just left her. Yeah, he left her all together. We were nice enough to drop her off somewhere. Near a surgeon.
Oh.
So you'll come to the bachelor party?
Yeah, the bachelor party I'll be at.
Okay.
All right.
In fact, that's Howard's gift.
Yeah. I'm throwing you I'm going to throw you a bachelor party you'll never forget.
Did you have another one planned, Scott?
No, Lonnie had mentioned to me that he was probably going to do something.
Oh, was he?
Really nice.
Lonnie's the man over at Scores.
Yeah, that's nice.
Scores is a weird place. I'm looking in the newspaper today, and A.C. Cowlings, who I'm no big fan of, but A.C. Cowlings, O.J.'s pal.
Yes.
He was over at Scores last night, and he got pissed off because they had a photographer over there, and they were taking pictures of A.C. while he was, getting a lap dance or something. Or the girl was dancing for him.
Right.
And he was like, "Hey, I don't want a picture of me in the paper at Scores."
Did you see that, how he got in, though? He used O.J.'s Scores card, but it expired a year and a half ago.
Yeah, I don't think Lonnie cares. But that's always weird to me. Like, shouldn't a guy have his privacy?
No, I figure if you're going to go out and do things like that, you might as well have your picture taken.
Get lost. You don't even think that.
I agree with you.
Of course. The guy's here partying. He wants to spend the money.
If he's paying his good money and he's there, just like, why does, you won't show pictures
Maybe
of everyone.
Maybe he wasn't paying money.
Yeah, I told Lonnie.
Figured he was owed something.
I told Lonnie, ever see any pictures of me coming out of that? I'm never talking about your place again.
Are you ashamed of what you're doing?
Of course. Oh, yeah. It's pretty shameful. I'm a married man with 3 children. Sitting there looking at naked girls. Hoping they'll rub against my leg.
You want me to keep going?
Yeah. Here's more funny money.
More funny money.
Do you think that we can...
The beeper will be going off in Scott Einzinger's pants every 10 minutes.
Do you think we can actually break the bank on this one? Every time we've gone... We started out with... I remember we were like, wow, we got $3,000 in funny money, and the next time it was $5,000, and I think the last time we went to close to $15,000.
Yeah, each time we spend more and more money.
$1 million.
Yeah, it'd be $1 million in funny money.
And all of this happens in about a 2-hour period.
Yeah. We go through $15,000 in 2 hours.
Plus shrimp and lobster and steak.
And the goal this time should be less guys at the party, more money.
Yes. Lonnie from Scores is on the phone now.
No.
But it should be. You're absolutely right about that, Howard. There's too much dead wood at these parties.
Hey, Lonnie.
Hey, Howard.
Hey, Lonnie, seriously, how does A.C. Talling's picture end up in the newspaper?
Well,
that's not cool. You better never take a picture of me.
Well, as you know, we've never, ever in a million years even considered taking a picture of you or notifying anybody. Or
Thank you.
A.C. was an unusual situation because we agree with you. O.J. is guilty.
Right.
A.C. knows it. A.C. was not a nice guy.
It's a political statement. It's a political statement. Okay, then I'm with you. All right, Lonnie, say no more.
What does the picture show again?
It's just A.C. sitting there with a girl, her beautiful ass, like to the camera, and she's shaking her boobies into his face.
Oh, I got it. O.J.'s guilty.
Yeah. You know what? I never argue with Lonnie because Lonnie's the guy who gives us the funny money so the girls do stuff.
I am not looking for anything from Lonnie. I can say whatever I want.
You know what's real embarrassing about how much time we spent at Scores? Entertainment Tonight did a piece. You know, Demi Moore went down there last week because she was doing a movie. Yeah. And they were interviewing all the strippers, and I'm sitting on the couch with my wife, and she goes, "Recognize any of your girlfriends?" And I recognize all of them.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know her. I know her.
We know every one of them by name. Yeah, they got some good-looking girls over there. So, Lonnie, you're saying we can have the Scott Einziger bachelor party over there?
Of course, I spoke to my boss, Craig Carlino, and he basically says, Howard, anything for your people, and on the odd chance we might even get you, anything you ever wanted.
Hey, can you do me a favor? Don't keep it so bright in there when we come.
Cut the cable.
He does want to see what you're doing.
That's really funny. We go into a room, it's pitch black. We like it. Yeah, well, one thing, Lonnie has a bunch of guys there hang around and watch me.
Yeah.
I told them no more watching me.
Well, we want to make sure that absolutely nobody gets in your way, but we'll keep them at a far distance.
Yeah.
And Fred has to see the stairs so he can fall down.
Oh, God. I stay down.
Can you pull all the fuses in the place and we'll bring flashlights? We'll provide our own light.
I thought that the last party, though, I agree with you, Howard. I thought the last party was a little crowded.
You mean too many girls or too many guys?
Too many guys.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, but that was a Super Bowl party. This is different because it should be only Scott's closest friends.
And I think none of his personal friends, just guys he knows professionally like us.
Well, see, that's what I was going to ask. Is this going to be his real bachelor party where his friends get to party with him?
No.
This is his K-Rock bachelor party.
It's going to be me, Gary, Jackie, Fred, Billy, and Scott. And that's it.
That's the perfect.
That's it?
Yeah.
Perfect.
You guys in the back.
Man, you don't need them.
No. You don't want Eric and Scott?
No, Eric likes to dance for the girls anyway.
Yeah, Scott.
You want those guys? More guys, less girls. Or are you going to act like a homo?
It's only two more guys.
All right, and you know who else we got to have? Neil, because he's fun.
Oh, no. But then what about... What are you
these are my friends.
You're going to get Gay Rich?
What are you
Gay Rich is good because he doesn't take up the girls, and Neil always ends up pulling down his pants.
Now, what are you going to do about Gorilla, Ganji, and John?
Don't need them.
Okay.
Extra garbage. Baggage.
Ganji only...
All I know is the guy keeps bugging me for funny money. What do I need him there for?
Ganji puts money down and, eats with the girls and chats with them.
Let him do what he wants. He wants to act like a homo. Let him do what he wants.
Look, that's as close as he gets to even talking to girls.
I want to talk to the strippers. So, how'd it go when you were dancing?
Yeah, last time at the Super Bowl party, Ganji did his best interviewing at Scores.
Yeah. And tell all the girls that they have to tell me every 5 minutes that I have the biggest genitals.
They've got to be coached.
Okay, Lonnie?
You got it.
Yeah. Every 5 minutes they have to tell me I'm the biggest.
They're into fantasy.
Yeah. That was great. That's how they get all the money out of me.
They start telling you about
They go, you're the biggest. Look at the size of your feet. Look at the size. Look at, I rub my knee against you. Look at that.
And your pockets just turn themselves inside out.
Keep saying it, honey. Here's another 20.
Well, Robin, I got to tell you, Howard is very popular because it used to be Charlie Sheen was the girl's favorite, Sean Penn, but lately it's been Howard, no question about
those
it.
other guys haven't been in town, huh?
That's my problem. I always want to be popular wherever I go. I'm always trying to please. With Lonnie's money, I'm the most popular.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Lonnie, we're going to be over there.
That's wonderful.
Thank you.
Thanks,
very generous of you. Lonnie from Scores. 20,000 in funny money.
6 guys.
6 guys, 20 grand. I want to see what happens.
Yes.
Like pigeons all over.
I can't believe you're saying too many guys. They always have, 50 women there?
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's right.
But it's just like the jungle. So there are some guys who get all the money, and they keep coming back for more money, and then they say, okay, you 5 girls. First of all, 20 of the girls go with Howard immediately.
Yeah, and you know what? That overwhelms me.
But still, there are 30 girls left for the rest of you.
Yeah, but do you want some variety? Some of the girls you don't want to,
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
so you're saying he gets all the best girls?
Yeah, well, quite frankly, I'm the guy holding about 10 grand in funny money.
But if 3 of them converge on you at once, you got to dole out the money.
Yeah, and you can't even enjoy them.
The one at a time.
Yeah.
Billy, you're easy.
Yeah.
Billy sits down. It's the same girl each time. She just stands there and
he just gives one girl all the money.
all his money.
I love you.
That's actually a cool move. Some of the there's like 3 or 4 of the guys do that. They get
they get wives for the night.
Because Ronnie's like that. You bring in Ronnie?
Yeah.
Because Ronnie gets one girl, right?
Yeah, Ronnie goes, I had the best girl. I go, yeah. And he goes, I kept her all night. I'm like, yeah, it sounds like you're married, douche. To me, you go to strip club, you keep them coming.
The variety is the name of the game.
Yeah, you want monogamy, go home.
Lap is the name of the game.
Right. It all centers around my lap. Lap. Next. I need someone to attend to my lap.
The world's most important lap.
Yeah, right here. It's got 20 grand in front of it.
That should be our next promo. The world's most important lap.
Right. Oh, man, it's great. Well, anyway.
Now you're glad he's getting married.
Yeah, now I'm happy you're getting married.
See? He's changed.
When do you guys want to do the bachelor party?
Today.
Seriously, come up with a list of guys, because, let's keep it tight this time, huh? I'm sick of all the riffraff.
I mean, do we care that he's getting married? I mean, does when he's getting married does it have anything to do with it?
When is he getting married?
May 20th, so should we do
What's today?
Today's March 29th.
So let's do it next week. Yeah.
What if he cancels the wedding?
Don't cancel that wedding until we have the party.
So when do we do it, like middle of April? We'll do it in like 2 or 3 Fridays.
Okay.
Friday's good, right?
Friday's always good. Gets me nice and relaxed. That way I go home and I hate my wife for the weekend.
We'll do it next Friday?
What about the Friday before vacation?
Next Friday? Sounds good to me.
Next Friday's great. No, the Friday before vacation's not that good because we actually have stuff to do the next day.
Yeah. We need a day we can recover.
Don't want to have a tired lap.
You know what? Why don't you wait 2 Fridays? Because I'm still kind of sick.
You want to be recovered.
I
don't want to give the girls any.
On the other hand, won't this make you better?
Right, that's what I was going to say. Wouldn't this be a healing experience?
I'm just afraid I'll miss it.
If all the girls lay their hands on you, it will heal you.
Yeah.
But he's going to have a hard time convincing his wife that it's okay for him to go if he's sick.
Yeah, good point, Robin. She's starting to think like I do. Yeah, honey, I didn't even want to go to Scores.
It's Einziger's fault.
I don't even want to go to Scores. It's because of Einziger. We have to do it. That way we don't have to go to a stupid wedding.
Kid's fault.
Yeah.
All right, we got to take a break and do the news. All right, Einziger, there you go. You're going to have the best bachelor party.
Thanks, bud.
4 guys, 900 women.
Ooh.
That's what you live for.
You really... Have you seen him at one of these things before?
He's a big pussy.
Oh, okay.
He's in love. It's like, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. Do you stay what? Maybe a total of 10 minutes?
No, I stayed longer than that last time.
What?
I stayed longer than that last time.
Stayed longer than that last time. I'm telling you, all these guys who talk like women. Did you stay longer? Did you get a dance?
Yeah.
You did? Mm-hmm. Did you like the girls, or you're not really that interested?
No, yeah, they were nice.
Yeah? Did you get aroused?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Of course.
Okay. All right.
He's lying.
Of course I did.
It was splendid.
Of course.
Yeah.
It was the best 11 minutes I've ever spent. I licked the sweat off her.
Oh. Is that the list?
The list is done.
Yes,
Let me see the list of guys.
Howard, Gary, Fred, Jackie, Billy, Stuttering John, Grillo, Ganji, or they're out. I thought we decide. And then Ronnie, Neil, Scott Einziger, and the 2 guys back, and Gump and DePace.
All right. Why are we calling him Gump?
I don't even know his name anymore. Everyone calls him Gump.
He looks like Forrest Gump.
Really?
But that's what everyone calls him.
Yeah, that's nice.
He answers to it.
Does he?
He likes it.
All right. And what about Gay Rich? He doesn't take up any room.
Well, let's because then you open it up to a whole bunch of other stuff.
Okay, because Neil needs somebody to goof on.
Yeah, who's going to dance for Neil?
Well, I like to throw Neil some fresh meat.
So get some other gay guys for Neil.
All right, Gay Rich will
All right. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with the real news.